The phone rang while snow pressed itself against the motel window like it wanted in. Unknown number. I answered anyway, my daughter asleep beside me, her small hand still curled around my thumb, the way it had been when we walked out of my mother's house hours earlier. "Ms. Hale," a man said. Careful voice, professional. "We have the preliminary results you requested." I closed my eyes. Christmas lights blinked outside, red and green, festive and cruel. The room smelled like detergent and cheap coffee. My daughter shifted, murmured my name in her sleep. I waited for the man to continue, because some things only land when you let them fall. "There's a discrepancy," he said. "One that explains a lot." I thanked him, hung up, sat in the dark, and listened to the quiet hum of a heater doing its best. That was when I knew they had made a mistake. Not by throwing trash bags at my feet, not by laughing, but by assuming I would stay what they named me, failure. It started at the table. My brother stood first. Always liked the performance of cruelty. He placed 2 black trash bags by my chair, plastic whispering against tile. "You're not family anymore." Laughter followed, comfortable, rehearsed. My mother didn't look at me. She looked at my daughter. Her eyes sharpened. "She doesn't belong here either," she said. "She's just a reminder of your mistakes." The room went still, and that way families pretend is normal. "Shut up, eat, and get out," my sister added. "Don't ruin this holiday like you ruined everything else." I felt my daughter tense. I felt something else, too, an old click inside my chest. A door closing. "Thanks," I said. "I'll remember this." My sister chuckled. "Watch closely, kid," she told my daughter. "That's what failure looks like." I smiled, took my daughter's hand, left. What they didn't know, what they never cared enough to ask, was why I left years ago. With a newborn and no explanation, they filled in the blanks with their favorite stories. Irresponsible, loose, a cautionary tale. The truth was quieter. My ex-husband had cheated. With someone close. Someone who smiled too much at family dinners. Someone who knew my routines. My suspicions had been dismissed as bitterness until I stopped talking about them. I learned then how denial protects the cruel. So after Christmas, I started asking questions again. Quiet ones. I requested records. Old medical files my mother insisted were lost. Birth dates that didn't quite line up. I paid for tests I already knew the outcome of. Because proof isn't for you, it's for the room. I watched my brother's face when he talked about blood. Listened to my mother. Over-explain history. Like she was patching a leak. Noticed how my sister never met my eyes when my daughter was mentioned. Patterns form when you stop needing approval. The results came in a slim envelope. Clinical, indifferent. My brother wasn't my brother. The room tilted, but I steadied it. Not shock, confirmation. My mother had an affair decades ago. A long one. Everyone protected it by punishing the easiest target, me. I wasn't just the family disappointment. I was the distraction. I invited them to lunch. Neutral ground, bright, public. I slid copies across the table. No speech, no drama. My brother laughed at first, then stopped. My mother's hands shook. My sister went pale. "It's not what it looks like," my mother whispered. "It's exactly what it looks like," I said. The waiter arrived. I ordered dessert. They cried, denied, rewrote history in real time. My brother stood up, pacing like an animal who'd hit glass. I stayed seated, calm. Then I told him the rest. The trust my mother bragged about, funded by the man she betrayed my father with. The house? In my name now. Purchased quietly when she couldn't qualify a loan. The leverage had always been there. They just never imagined I'd use it. "You threw trash at my child," I said softly. "This is me taking it out." I stood, paid, walked away while they collapsed inward, finally forced to look at each other without me absorbing the damage. That night, I tucked my daughter into a real bed, our own place. No blinking lights outside, just quiet. She asked why we don't see them anymore. I told her some people confuse blood with permission. She fell asleep easily. I didn't cry. I don't carry their voices with me now. I left them where they belong, around a table built on lies, laughing at nothing. Failure never looked like me. It looked like the moment they realized they no longer mattered.